Hey, what's up guys? Ethan here with Betting Bros. Hope you're having a good day. Wanted to jump on here and make a video showing you how you can bet on either the NBA or on NCAA college basketball using Bovada. I think Bovada is the best site to bet on these types of games. So I wanted to make kind of a tutorial video as well as a review showing you everything that you would need to know to get started on Bovada and place these bets. So let's get started. I feel like the easiest way to do this is to just walk you through it. So as you can see here, we'll go to the Bovada homepage. I'll just reload it so you can see. So this is the Bovada homepage, bovada.lv. Link is down in the description if you're looking for just a link to get there. But this is what you're going to see when you get there. If you don't have an account, what you're going to do is go to the upper right and there's a button that's going to say sign up. It takes a couple minutes. They'll have you deposit some money. And one of the cool things about Bovada and reasons that I recommend it is that they have these sign-up bonuses that you can take advantage of. So like if you look at my account here, you know, I have $450 and an extra $400 in bonus funds. So I'm going to go use some of those funds on a game, and I'll show you how it works. And just so you know, there is a video down in the description that shows you how to deposit on Bovada and take advantage of these bonuses. So again, go check the description if you're looking for that. But yeah, let's place a bet and let's see kind of how this works. So when you go to sports, which is in the top tab here, you're going to get taken to the overall sportsbook page. Now along the top again, you're going to see this gray bar. This is where all of the main sports are, the most popular sports that are being bet on right now. So a lot of times you're going to see basketball up there. If you don't though, just hop on over to this all sports. And when you click it, you're going to see any sport under the sun, darts, snooker, esports, and basketball. But you can see here basketball's on the main, kind of the main bar. So we'll click that, and you're going to get all sorts of games, right? So these games you can see are actually going on live. These are all college basketball games. And one of the cool things about Bovada is that you can actually bet live. So you can see and kind of watch. I guess all these games are in halftime right now. But the odds will change with the game. So if you don't get the bet in before the game starts, you can place a bet at any time on these games. And this is going to be the same for both NCAA as well as the NBA. So right now, when I'm making this video, there's no NBA going on. But as soon as it is, you better believe that there's going to be a tab for it right here on the left. Or if you go to the basketball tab along the top gray bar, you're going to see the NBA games here as well. And so as we arrow down, you can see that not only do they have the games that are going on live, but they have everything that's coming up this weekend. So let's use one of these as an example, and I can kind of show you how this works. We'll take the George Washington-Delaware game, right? So if we click on that game and we open it up, you're going to see that you can bet either the spread, you know, do you think that George Washington or Delaware is going to win? And these spreads work so that if a team is minus 1.5, that means they're 1.5 point favorites. So if you bet on George Washington on the spread, you'll get even money. So if you bet $100, you're going to win $100. But they have to win by more than 1.5 points, right? They're going to start minus 1.5 is how you could read that. On the flip side, if you want to bet Delaware, they could lose by 1 point here, as you can see the plus 1.5, and you're still going to get paid. That's still a winning bet. Now, if you want to just bet on the winner or the loser, you're not sure how much they're going to win by, but you just think to yourself, okay, I think George Washington's going to win. You can bet here in the second column, which is called the money line. And right now you can see that George Washington is a slight favorite. And so you'll see that they're minus 120. What that means, and I'll just show you, is that when you bet $120, you're going to win 100, right? So it's a little bit not equal payout, but again, they're slight favorites, so that's how that works. And just to point out, every time that you want to make a bet, you're going to get this betting slip down here, which you fill out, and it really nicely shows you, you know, for whatever you want to bet. Let's say I want to bet $300, I'll win $250, and it kind of does that math for you really easily. The last thing that you can bet on of the main bets, as I would call them, is the over-under. So you can see here the over-under is 147 points for the game. And what that means is the total score of both teams, is it going to be above or below 147 points? So this is another popular way that people will bet on NCAA and NBA basketball games. Now, they don't just have these main 3 bets, which is where a lot of sports betting sites stop. They also offer a ton of prop betting on Bovada, which is one of the reasons that I really like it. So if we scroll down here, you can see that they offer all sorts of different ways to bet on the game that don't have to do with who's going to win or lose. So you can bet the spread on the first half. Do you think that George Washington is going to be up by more than 2 points at the end of the first half? You can do total points over under for a whole bunch of different points. So if you weren't sure about the one that they give you up here, 147, they'll give you the odds for everything from 139 to 155. And that's really helpful. They kind of give you a whole bunch of options so that you can make the bet that you actually feel confident in, regardless of what their default is. So then if you keep arrowing down, you can bet on the first team to reach 10 points, odd or even number of total points. You can see there's a ton of different bets here that you can make, again, that don't have anything to do with who actually wins or loses the game. Again, these are called prop bets. And this is one of the things that I think is really cool about Bovada, is that they do have all these extra prop bets so that if you're not sure exactly who's going to win or lose, but you just want to throw some money on the game to keep it interesting while you're watching, these prop bets are a good way to do that. And so those are the main ways that you can bet on Bovada. Now they also allow you to do parlays, which is going to be over here in this prop builder. They don't offer it for NCAA right now, like this second, but oftentimes they do. So it's just kind of something that you want to go check. But what you can do here, and you'll find it on this top bar here if they were to be offering it like at this moment. But what you can do here is you can place multiple bets and they'll give you the odds that you're going to get all of those right. So if you're doing a 3-team parlay, you can say, hey, I think George Washington's going to win on the spread. They're going to win by more than 1.5. The over-under for the game is going to be over 147 points. And I think they're going to win the first half by more than 3 points. You could put all 3 of those bets together, and they're going to give you the odds for if you get all 3 of those right. So if you miss one, the bet's no good. But if you do hit all 3, there's a way that you can get really, really good payouts. And so parlays are a good way to get some extra odds if you're really confident about what the final score of the game is going to be. All right, so that kind of covers how you can bet on basketball, whether it's NCAA or NBA. So let's talk really quickly about why I like the Bovada Sportsbook in general. First and foremost, I really like that they have live odds. I mentioned this earlier, but this is not something that you're going to see everywhere. The fact that you can bet on games that are, into the first half, into the second half even, and the odds are constantly updating, that's not something you're going to see on every sports book. The other thing that I really like about Bovada Sports is that they do offer all of those prop bets. They offer more prop bets on Bovada than any other site that I've seen by quite a bit. So that's a really cool feature. Again, it just gives you more ways to kind of creatively bet on a game where you're not sure about, the winner, the loser, or the over-under. The other reason that I like Bovada Sports is that they have all these different options. So I know this video is about betting on basketball, but usually if you like betting on basketball, the chances are pretty good that you like betting on other sports as well. And so you can literally bet on anything here, guys. You can bet on soccer, you can bet on table tennis, you can bet on darts, hockey. Literally anything you want to bet on is on here. The options really are pretty limitless. Now I want to talk about Bovada more broadly, right? Because again, you have a lot of options as to where you can place these bets. Why Bovada? Well, not only do they have the best sports book, but here's the deal. You can bet casino on Bovada, you can play poker on Bovada, you can bet on horses on Bovada. You have all these different options and they're all under your one account. So on a lot of other sportsbook sites, you're going to need an account for the sportsbook. You're going to need a different site account for poker. If you want to play casino, you're going to need another account. And so you have all these accounts. You have funds going everywhere. You got to deposit places, withdraw places. Let's say I have money on my poker account and I want to put it on the sports game. I got to withdraw it from the poker account, transfer it to my sportsbook. It's just a whole headache, right? And it's not something that I want to deal with. Bovada offers you the opportunity to have all of this money in one place, which honestly is just less headaches and is a way better gig. A lot more fun, a lot less headaches. Now the last thing that I really like about Bovada, and I touched on this at the beginning, is that their bonuses are the best of any site out there. So again, if you go over and you look at my account, I've got $400 in bonus funds just sitting here. That's like me walking into the casino in Las Vegas, and the guy that checks my ID at the door hands me $400 in cash and says, here, go have fun with it. How do you argue with that? So the bonuses really are kind of like the icing on the cake here for me. And again, if you're new to Bovada, go check the description. I have a video that walks you through exactly how to claim this bonus, just like we're doing right here on the screen, every step of the way, so that you make sure you get it right and you make sure you get those bonus funds. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Should have given you some information on how you can bet both on the NBA and on NCAA college basketball on Bovada. Again, there's just so many good options for you that there's really no reason to look anywhere else. Bovada really is the gold standard of casinos online. They have all the options that you could ever want here. So yeah, I hope you check it out. I hope you have fun. Good luck on your bets, right? And yeah, that's going to wrap this up. If this video was helpful, give me a like. Click that thumb down there. I always like seeing those. And if you have any questions, comments, you have anything to add, or you want me to add some more information about something, please let me know down in the comments. I love seeing them, and I will definitely respond to you. But yeah, that's going to wrap this up. This has been Ethan with Betting Bros, and we will catch you later. Bye.